Welcome. In this module, I'll look at the pre-built license usage dashboard in Platform Analytics. Platform Analytics makes it easy to gain insights into license usage patterns by vendor, feature, license server, and user. The dashboard has three tabs, one showing license usage, another showing usage by user, and a third showing detailed data. Analytics is gathering license usage information from 5 different FlexLM servers. I can view usage data over different time periods. In this case, I'm looking at the last 14 months, although I have data only for a 3-week period. By selecting an individual license server, I can see what features it serves. Features from 3 different vendors are being served here from License Server 1. An additional 3 vendors are being served from the second license server. I might want to know what specific Fluent features are being served from the second server. I see the features summarized here. I see the total feature count along with an average of usage over the time period of interest. I also see total license consumption time in minutes for each feature. I'll add the 20 Abacus features as well. When I select any feature from any vendor, I can see more details about how the feature is being used. Now I see total licenses for this feature in blue and the average number of checkouts per hour pictured in orange. I have ample licenses relative to our usage. In the top right area, I see a diagrammatic representation of our license use on this server. And by mousing over the line, I see the number of available licenses at any point in time. I can zero in on periods of peak usage and see exactly when they occurred. In this case, 21 licenses were in use during the evening of April 1st. I can mouse over the license usage diagram for License Server 2 and get some similar statistics. I'll look at a different license feature. Notice that the number of served licenses was reduced slightly at the end of the month. It's important to have visibility to details like these when comparing utilization figures. I also see that the usage patterns are more spiky. There's periods when all licenses are in use, and many periods when no licenses are in use. Let's look at why it's important to understand the granularity of the license usage data. Right now, we're looking at the average number of checkouts per hour. I'll change the granularity to daily averages instead. It's easy to see how we could be misled on this scale. We could conclude that all of our license features are never in use, when we know from the hourly samples that they're frequently all in use for at least 1 hour at a time. For the most detailed view, we can look at the sampling granularity. These are the actual license servers in use when the FlexLM server is polled, before values are aggregated into hourly, daily, or weekly summaries. Now we're looking at the actual sampled data. At this time resolution, the individual dots are hard to see. I'll drag my mouse across these samples on April 1st. I see over 1,000 samples just in this time. Seeing vendor and feature usage is interesting, but it would be more interesting to understand who's actually using the licenses and when. I can view more information just by placing my mouse over the feature name. This is a nice feature of the license dashboard. I can select the links shown here to view user and feature-related data in other tabs on the same dashboard. Now I'm looking at user-related data in the second tab of the dashboard. I'm still concentrating on just that single Abacus license feature in this analysis. Summary statistics for the feature and license server are shown here. In the top right area, I see a breakdown of license feature minutes by user by day. In the lower region, the same information is displayed graphically. User 47 dominates the use of this feature. We could use other analytics dashboards to see what project he's working on, what group he's part of, what cluster he's using, and so on. I can choose to view usage information in the form of checkouts or actual minutes of license time consumed. I can select groups of users to get better visibility to their license usage patterns. Now I see licenses used by only these users. I can correlate this information with job level statistics. For example, I can learn things like how long users' jobs were pending waiting for licenses, whether jobs consuming licenses ran to completion, and so on. I see details about license minutes consumed for any user just by mousing over the chart. I might want to see checkout patterns in a more granular way than a daily summary. I can drill into the time dimension to show consumption by hour instead. Now I see license usage for each user for each hour of the day. I'll go back to the daily view. I'll select user 47. I can see from the tabular data that this is my busiest user. Knowing how much this user dominates use of the feature is valuable. If other users are complaining of shortages or delays, I can make scheduling changes to ensure that this user can't consume more than their fair share. I'll return to the first license usage dashboard. And I'll mouse over the Abacus feature again. And this time I'll view the feature data. Now I see additional information including the host computer that the software actually ran on and the license time consumed on each host. I can filter this information by vendor, feature, user, or host. To illustrate this, I'll look at the activities of just one user to see where their jobs ran. And now I see information for just my selected user. Platform Analytics makes it easy to understand how license features are being used and by whom. This helps us make better planning decisions to maximize license utilization and avoid unnecessary cost. Let's summarize some of the benefits. By providing tools to analyze license usage, Platform Analytics helps us plan capacity more effectively. When negotiating with vendors, we can make better informed purchasing decisions based on real data. We can rapidly identify and remove any bottlenecks related to license usage. And by better understanding usage patterns and how licenses are being allocated, we can improve access and thus realize better productivity. I hope you found this overview of the license usage dashboards interesting. Thanks very much for your time.